is nothing. Only warm primordial ever. Never, ever. Never, ever. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of structure.
An awareness creeps up on you.
Ex-love. Ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Do you really?
You wouldn't like...
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
There's this giant ball there. And evilly, infinitesimally small. Infinitesimally. You can't even make out it's a ball when you're joking it out. It's that large. Vying for resources is just a stupid expression you picked up somewhere. The part of the presentation you want to take home with you.
Somewhere in the sore, bloated man. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed man.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, a fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a
Somehow, you know what it is. A Caprice Canema motor carriage. This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny... You reach out to grab the tie. This is bad. For quite, still ongoing. Finally, the pressure recedes. You find yourself covered in cold sweat and trying not... The blades come squeaking to a halt. Oh no, it's happening again. You didn't catch it, and now there's another... It's even worse this time. Still happening. Finally, the stabbing recedes. You could try a terrible mistake. It's just a little hangover-induced photosensitivity. Don't over... Little black spots dance on your retinas. It's almost... The window stands broken in its frame. The morning light hurts your eyes. The morning light hurts your eyes. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside. A fine web of scarring covers the back of your... More likely a projectile than a held object. It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. Like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which, coincidentally, is missing its friend. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. The window agrees. Its cracked smile is cold and sparkling. window stands broken in its frame. The morning light. You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking. It says, whirling in.
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
No.
The young woman shakes her head.
No. You're a police officer, sir. I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us. You've been here for 3 days. Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking. Could it be because of the drinking? Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
She looks back at you.
Goodbye.
The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on, somewhere inside. This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside. A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he's purposely ignoring you.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room? Oh, it's not? You're right. It's not. No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager. That period of my life is over. Not everyone who stands behind a counter. I'm the cafeteria manager. Mm-hmm.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. This is the Great Skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, the part of the world you are in right now.
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to hear you. Looks like the bird. This is the Great Skua.
Look, your... What?
He pretends not to. Looks like the bird. This is the Great Skua. The seabird.
Look, your... Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to hear you. Concentrate. A bespectacled man in an orange bomb. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct.
you realize he's waiting for your name.
Okay then. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews? Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's. Have you removed the dead body from the tree? So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is of
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner. I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby.
a painkiller would be good about now. This thing is pulsating with discomfort. The best cure for a headache is, of course, morphine. They won't have that, so cigarettes will have to do.
After you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
You mean you don't have a badge? Oh, if you didn't have your badge, then that would be very bad. You would need to report it on my shortwave. But since you do have it...
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to...
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
You're a handsome man with your mustache and your... But dear, you're not for me. I'm too old and you must forgive me. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Whatever do you mean? Sequence killers? Oh my. But
A partner who'll need you to help him get a corpse down from a tree. I can assure you with absolute certainty, there...
now, Gentlemen, no need to squabble. Thank you, but perhaps another time. Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't... Oh my. You know where we are, right? Now. We are live in a hostel called the Whirling in Rags. And the Whirling itself is in the city of... How would I even begin to tell you? I haven't seen very many other cities Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes? That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government? Nope. Sadly not. Revachol is what's called a zone of control, under an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition.
Meaning, buying is voting.
Oh dear. And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
You were doing quite well up until the end, dear. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality in a word.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much. Someone more educated in...
No. I'm not an encyclopedia.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a Yes, dear.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a
No, dear. I'm not quite that old. Although I was injured in the line of duty. Nothing so extravagant, dear. Though what young girl doesn't dream of soaring over a crowd? I was a training and development manager at a rap. You'd think it would be a safe job, but I was lucky. No, dear. I'm not quite that old. Although I was... Nothing so glamorous. I was a training and development man. You'd think it would be... I was lucky. This was almost 20 years. Nothing so... I was a training and... You'd think it would... I was... No, dear. I'm not... Oh, my. What happened? That's how I feel about the accident. You'd think it would be a safe job, but I had to be... I was lucky. This was... That's quite all right. I'm used to people asking... Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. You know where we are, right? That's right. In a hostel called the Whirling in Rags. Yes, and... How would I even begin to... I haven't seen very... Speaking of history... That's right.
Her relief is palpable.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What... Oh, no. Nothing like that.
I don't know. Still looks like there's a lot of hustling going on. Maybe she's wrong.
It is quite... Oh, dear. But we should stop...
She's scared now.
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new. It has something to do with everything.
A sigh.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes. Someone more...
No.
Of course. Then I don't know. Of course, dear.
The man with the...
Mr. Gart,
Yes?
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
What? I have no idea what that means. What is this, a joke to you? Is this what you get when you...
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here.
Yes, of course.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it all...
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sil...
Do you have her...
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case...
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here.
I didn't imply that. Detective.
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions. His face expresses profound doubt in your... Ask him about the body's location before asking if he killed him. People give up information in the more innocuous questions, which you can later use in the more sinister ones. Not...
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there. That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through. I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police.
This is it. He said they hoisted him up on a tree. Who is this they, if he doesn't know?
Oh, people are saying it was the union dock workers, that it was a lynching. The locals...
Did the debarders themselves tell her this, or is it a rumor?
I don't really know. You'll have to ask her. I would suppose it's because they have nothing better to do.
You mean the strike?
Yes, the strike. The man they hanged was a security guard for the harbour company, I hear. A mercenary. The unionistas probably thought they'd send a message. What are you, crazy?
Suddenly you tense up. Blood is being pushed to your muscles. You should hound him on this. Hound him hard. The prey drive.
No, I didn't. I didn't. I don't appreciate this. Do I have to answer him? Is this mandatory?
The lieutenant stands motionless. His expression unreadable.
What are you, an idiot? I told you I haven't killed anyone.
He ignores you. The lieutenant turns the page in the little notebook he's been scribbling in.
She went away because none of your business.
Have they not been telling you you're a cop?
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number.
Thank you.
Is it? Because I thought you were supposed to be investigating the lynching, not my employer conduct. Good for you. Was there something else? She went away.
Have they not been telling you you're a cop?
Does she? Maybe she does. Maybe she pertains to the...
Thank you.
Is it? Because I thought you were supposed to be investigating the lynching, not my employer conduct. What?
That's good. But there is a timetable for this investigation, dictated to us by the stages of decomposition.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet and internalize it for special bonuses and effects.
Let's go.
Not so fast, Mr. Feminist. You owe me 130 real. Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume...
No, you don't owe me street cred. You owe me money. You owe this establishment 130 real. You can't arrest me. I haven't done anything.
Did someone order a vague, farcical reading of the law? More than one pops into your head.
But it's not inane. I just...
It is cruel of you. A man has been killed. File a request for compensation with Station 41. We need to work.
Okay, you'll only have to pay for the window. And the drinks. That's 70. I'll get the rest from your stupid station. You still owe me 70. If you don't have it by tonight, I'm not letting you back up there.
That's enough now, sir. Good day. Yes?
The pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out. Looks like it's time for me to go.
She means it. The fear is real.
I'm going away for a long, long time.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
You don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands bloody. I'm not...
You can still see the top of her hat from behind the fence.
Kuno's got this.
If there ever was such a
Oh yeah, Nappa Gumpy, Kuno! Right in the dick, Kuno!
Love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are...
Fuck that! Kuno, yeah, right in the rake, Kuno!
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener. Alright, and...
Irregular speech patterns. Overconfidence. Could this kid be on...
Right, Pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it? No, it's not fucking Kuno's.
He thinks you're fucking for Kuno. He says you climb the ladder up to your mad...
Get the fuck out of here, Pig. Kuno doesn't have a... Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Shitload, Pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there.
The usual be.
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
Kuno knows what you meant. Kuno's not a snitch, that's all. Trying to make Kuno sing into the popo phone. Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty.
Looks like you're a faggoty now.
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno? Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. I don't know.
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction.
Why you gotta be riding Kuno's ass? You haven't been where Kuno... You wanna know where Kuno was? You wanna know what Kuno... It's not fucking lame. Kuno's building Kuno's City. Night City. Rage City. The City of Rage. That's the name of Kuno's City, bitch. Get the fuck off Kuno's back. This shit ain't...
It's impossible to deduce what it is about, at least for the moment.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost,
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly, Kuno. Primal. Violent.
Yeah, think about it. Think about that.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you! Help! Pig's got Kuno!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help! Everybody, please!
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You're
Pigs in here in Kuno! Somebody!
How did we get here? How did this happen? This makes no sense. There may still be a way out. Just appeal to his reason. You didn't shut him down. Your fat fist didn't meet...
Kuno can't believe this shit! Pig! Kuno thought you had this!
fucked your shoulder, fucked your knee, fucked your fat body up!
Officer, you need to get up. This is...
That's what you get if you fuck with the Kuno. You get fucked up. Kuno's just gonna beat the shit out of you.
Now, how about...
The corpse looks at you with bulging. You seem to be... A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils. The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth. You feel a great force ringing from your stomach until a pool of vomit lies under your feet.
Keep it. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head. There is fruit nearby. There's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers...
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots, anywhere from 6 to 12. Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. Whatever noble intentions, you're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total annihilation, right? He watches you melt down stoically. From nothing you can say would make. Cop gives up the detective genre for social realism. Another police officer resigned from the RCM following a nervous breakdown.
There is ever, never, ever an inordinate amount of time. You got his coming right up, sir. Smooth, alright. Nothing. Great choice, Elder One. The sun like a fly to
The stench of fiery...
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. You reach out to grab the... This is for quite still longer. Finally, you know what you should do it. If the blades come squeaking to a halt, you swoop up. What you have in your hand is... A mirror hangs a hot water. Suddenly, you realize you have... As you abort, you clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there. Yeah, there is definitely... Where to even begin? It's not. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your... It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between... Behold. You have no idea who this thing is, do you? Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying... Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. You can't, can you? What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey? There might have been, 10 years ago. It's little more than a cadaverous spasm now. It's too late. Like an image, like the rest of you. The fan stands. The switch must be broken. A terrible. It's just a little hangover. The lights? A terrible mistake. It's just a little little black spot. You hear a jingle. It says, word. The young woman raised. Her eyes are brown, and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 20.
No. Because you're a police officer. I'm not. You've been here for couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
The words have already left you.
Come on. God. It's gonna suck for you later when you have to interrogate me. And for the record, no, I didn't do it.
There ever, never an inordinate amount of time. You got it. I know you. Coming right up, sir. Alright. Do you want me to upgrade that to a one-way trip, sir? The song, like a fly to the ointment. Your conscience sticks to it.
The stench of liquor rises from a fire.
Somehow. A mirror. Was this probably not? Hot water. Suddenly, you realize as you abort. You clearly have not thought this through. Behold, you have no idea who this thing is. Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Oh, wait. Please stop. It's horrible. You can't. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey? Please promise yourself you are not going to try it on any of the ladies. You liar. You can't even tell the truth to yourself. Go ahead. Try something. It belongs in the third decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested. Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors, and for Revachol, if it doesn't rhyme, you're not out of the dazzling swirl of disco music in an open-air boîte de nuit somewhere in Revachol West. Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the click is used to spur on horse. It also features heavily in some 20-odd years. There is a vast... You have some understanding of the near history of disco. The rest is darkness. Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would... It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne-corked smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust... It's too late. Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor core. The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The shards face outward. A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand. More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no... Something you've done. It is like the... You mean this person also... This fan has 2 chain pull switches. The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie. You swoop up and catch the tie. What you have in your hand. You hear it. It says, whirling in rags. The whirling in... The young woman raises a silver jump.
No, because you're a police officer. I'm not. You've been here for... Couldn't say.
You have no doubt about the drinking. But do you strike yourself as a tight-lipped drunk? She must have heard something. She nods.
There's a mercenary out back. I didn't mean to overwhelm you with information. You seem a bit... lost. Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
She looks back.
Goodbye.
A bespectacled man, and as you approach, he narrows his eye.
Hello.
You realize he's waiting for your name. Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
Okay then. It looks like we had a little skidding.
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been...
Then we should ask him for a rundown of the area. Get me up to speed. It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force. Right. And the interviews? Okay. We'll have time for... Have you removed the dead body from the tree? So, the body...
This is the first time...
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as... After you, of it.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have...
You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious...
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party.
Yes? Me? I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation. That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know? No.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order.
Something the matter?
What's going on? The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
What do you want to know? What do you want to know? Good.
Hello.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer. And have you found anyone to be sweet to? You rascal. You must forgive me. I'm Lena.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. You know where we are, right? That's right. And yes, indeed. We are in the fine city of Revachol. Yes, and Revachol? The new disco dancing. It seems like a lifetime ago. Much has changed, but it is still the most beautiful city in the world. Speaking of history...
The new was in the 30s, and 2 decades have elapsed since the new. So it must be...
Good, dear. You got...
Though she praises you...
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government? Oh, sweetie. It's really not. Revachol?
But they still have...
It is quite disappointing. Oh, dear. But we should...
She's scared now. She's realized you... A sigh.
But you were...
A sigh.
But maybe if someone more...
No. I'm not an encyclopedia.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are... Yes, officer. You look... You know where we are, right? That's right. Yes, and... Revachol? How would I even begin to tell you? I haven't seen... Speak...
The new was in the 30s, and 2 decades of...
There.
The lieutenant...
I can... Precise... Oh, but we should...
She's scared now.
Someone...
No.
Of course. Then, of course, dear.
A man in his late 20s.
Mr. Gart, right?
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
Fantastic. That's wonderful.
Sir, I understand your concern.
Yes, of course.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us.
No, I only just got here.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to...
But you still know your way around, yes?
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't...
I didn't imply that.
He probably means this is where you step in and ask his face. Ask him about the body's location before asking if he killed him.
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that, then to your right.
This man means the heavy cavalry of the innocents Franco Negro, sweeping over the plains and nations of the enemies of mankind.
She went away because none of your business...
Have they not been telling you
Okay, you got me. She went...
Thank you.
Is it? Because I thought you were supposed to... Good for you. Was there something else? I don't know who...
This is it. He said they...
Oh, people... The locals.
Did the debarders themselves tell her this?
I don't really know. You'll have to ask her. I would suppose it's because they...
You mean the strike?
Yes, the strike. The man they hanged... What are you, crazy? What are you, crazy? Of course...
The lieutenant turns the page in the little notebook he's been scribbling in.
No, I'm not the bartender. I have 3 cafeterias. Behind it... That's easy.
This man...
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there. That's easy.
This man means the heavy cavalry of the innocents Franco.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
One moment you're running like the wind. Then you've suddenly turned around and are giving him the finger, furiously, with both hands. Why? That's true, yes, and it's worrying. But let's not fixate on it. Look at that stupid bartender.
Watch out!
Everything goes dark.
Back so soon. It was no accident. Those were disco moves from your spinal cord. The spinal cord has yet to You away, Cole. I was wrong to let you go. I should have kept you here. Is it bright where you are? Is it terrifying?
It doesn't look so, sweetie. Are you okay?
No, you have sustained a trauma to your lower neck. In addition, you have strained your left trapezius muscle.
The chair took the brunt of it.
Are you sure, ma'am?
Yes, yes.
Sir, I didn't mean for this to happen. I'm sorry. This has always been a cop-friendly place. The drinks are on the house, okay? There were a lot of drinks on the table. I still have to charge you for 3 nights and the broken window, though. That's 100 square.
He's shaken. Barter now, and he'll cave in.
Okay, fine. I'll take it off your bill. Sleep in a post-apocalyptic hellhole if you want to. Just know I won't give you another room. Okay, fine. I'll take it off your bill. Sleep in a post-apocalyptic hell... Not entirely cool. You still owe me 60... And for God's sake, watch out for yourself.
By the way, Where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it. But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. Why did you say that?
No. But isn't that an expression, not a place? A saying, up on Marvel Hill, a great high place. One that...
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. Entertain the thought when you get the time. Maybe being a hobo and a cop has its advantage.
Can I help you? Yes, have you got it? For the room, 60 real. Like what?
The pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
You don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands.
You can still see the...
I'll die before I squeal, pig. What's this?
Get the fuck... Kuno's got this.
If they ever...
Oh yeah, nappa gumpy, Kuno. Right in the dick, Kuno. Get him right in the...
Love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like 2 black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body.
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all up. I mean drugs. The kid's on drugs.
Yeah, Kuno, right then.
Kuno's riding at sea.
The rake, Kuno. You should throw the rake at him, Kuno.
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener. The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno. He says we're fucking each other.
Fuck no. Kuno doesn't buy that shit. Fucking entrapment shit.
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such for... You will see.
The language these kids are using.
Alright. Entertain the Kuno. Shitload, pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno. Pig's choking. He's totally choking.
If I were...
The usual being. Have you seen anything else?
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
Kuno knows what you meant. Kuno's not a snitch. That's all. Trying to make Kuno sing into the popo phone. Probably climbed. You heard Kuno? Kuno, I don't mess.
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a...
Why you gotta be You wanna know where Kuno was?
Oh, don't tell him that!
It's not fucking lame. Kuno's building Kuno City.
Lame!
That's the name of Kuno City, bitch. Get the fuck off Kuno's back. This shit ain't a...
It's impossible to deduce what it is about.
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around.
Yeah, you tell the...
Looks like you're a fagari.
You're
Get lost,
right, pig? Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
It's all...
Kuno doesn't do that smart shit. Trying to get Kuno hooked up.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna... Help!
Help! He's got the Kuno help! Everybody...
Escalate!
Pigs in here in Kuno! Somebody please...
How did we get here? How did this happen? This makes no sense. There may still be a way out. Just appeal to...
Help! Mister! He's flashing Kuno! He's showing his genitals! If you don't help Kuno now, it'll be too late! Fucking logical... No!
The nearly psychopathic way they could slip in and out of the act implies you're not the first victim.
No one? Kuno's doing this because he likes it, pig.
This is where Kuno establishes dominance. Change of plan. You can't let that happen. It will make...
Help! The pig's gagging him! Kuno can't speak!
You put him up to this yourself when you decided to talk to him in the first place.
Listen to your friend. Kuno owns the fat ass. Help! The RCM is trying to fuck Kuno!
Thump. The blow connects surprisingly well, leaving your knuckles tingling. Kuno feels it. This was...
What?
Officer, this is very far from normal police conduct.
Okay, pig. Kuno knows to respect that violent shit. You should see Kuno's dad.
The creature behind the fence has fallen ominously silent. Only her...
Okay, pig. Talk to Kuno. We're back in this shit. The fuck do you want?
He's on your crime scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him.
Trying to fuck at the Kuno. Trying to...
Kuno gonna fuck you up! Up!
Normal is not what we got here. You've got to work with what you have for now.
The fuck about it? Just a couple of pigs snip...
Yeah, you...
Looks like you're a fagari now. Whatever that means.
Your test...
Get lost,
Yeah? Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. You're dreaming, pig. That...
A little. But don't expect anything.
Don't let him dominate you, Kuno! Fuck his fat ass!
Kuno doesn't fucking...
I'll die before I squeal, pig. Murder was the case, they go. I'll die before I squeal. I come from the woods, good Davidu. You don't want to go there with me.
Don't be traumatizing here.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Fuck does Kuno care?
corpse looks at you with bulk. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below.
Active decay.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow!
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, "The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death."
We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags.
He might also have information. This is better than... An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open. I know, sir. Are you interested in a new and exciting book? It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games.
Books? Postcards? Easy. Even a kid would know all of them.
You got it, sir. What about board games? Okay, sir. This was all very enlightening. Can I help you with anything else? Okay, sir. My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. Thank you, sir. I'm happy to help Mum out with the store. Oh, kings and queens and generals of old. Or I think that's why people...
Seems like most people who read...
My name is Phil. I'm sick. Oh, no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring...
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. Be welcome, and please take responsibility for... I am the proudest owner of our... Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post, doing her job like a proper girl? Wonderful! Did you talk to her? Great! On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her? My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette. You must be kidding. There's nothing like that happening. Good, sir. What does a young child do with money anyway? No, I save it.
Such criminal behavior would not happen in more developed countries.
those countries will realize they've raised a lazy and spoiled generation.
Yes, we've had quite enough fun here. Right.
The woman before you scans the store.
Then why are you talking to me? Everything is on the shelves to browse. Don't you feel compelled to buy anything? Everything is on the shelves. Take a look.
She smiles and nods, seemingly. The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular. This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of...
Sir, please, no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not... I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh, no.
Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named... These three things are very important to the working class mind. The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to pay. It serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to, and which costs more than this book, is garbage, and would only give you cancer anyway, without even curing your cold or anything. Wholeness, unity, balance. When it's up to your mind to heal yourself. Various paranatural amidst the point of the book. It serves platitude, wholeness. When it's up to your mind. The book features chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium. It even lists plants you can harvest magnesium from. How to continue drinking if there's even a chapter on the ancient Seraise tradition of using duck gallbladder preservatives to treat and prevent sexually transmitted diseases, pre- and post-fact. Nothing. Several maps have been attached. The maps look old and faded. This large map displays archipelago, Ozon, in the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou in a bookstore. It's you can, on Caillou. 850 million people live on these. The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of coastline connections to other worlds. You have little idea what they are. Distant stars. Gods. Perhaps they are gods. Gods of distance and out.
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other, they're quite valuable, though they might not look it. That old thing, from when some design...
The place does not look like a successful tourist trap, does it?
They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
The north coast of Avert, to the east, rolling hillsides. Huron, it's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then, it's so small you can't... No, this is somewhere to be. It's not real. Still, this large map, Ozon, disintegrate. In them, you can. 800... The ocean connections. You have little... Perhaps they are gods. Gods of distance and outer dust. Slowly, you move your hand toward the map attached to...
Perhaps not. It's against RCM policy to defraud small business owners.
The plaque on the shelf reads, biographies of famous...
I would say... The Greatest Innocence. A very influential historical figure, but the book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal Certainly, it's prudent.
You feel like you should get this one. Definitely. It's important somehow. There's something personal inside. Browsing through, suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. High Speed Love chronicles the romance next to...
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse, though, but not too long. I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same crime fiction. These books great. What's more, they completely ignore the site. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. You see Dick Mullen on the job. A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the murder house. The final case of Dick Mullen. Oh no, turns out he faked it to solve it. Yes, there's also tragedy calls. After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Your attempt to grasp at the answer fails. It seems very close by, pulsating just out of reach. You see a set of tattered...
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified...
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's...
Talking is always good. You see a tattered set of curtains and a polyhedron-shaped cage-like... You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back.
I warned you. You're unleashing forces beyond your understanding.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked. You smash into the wood and see a small crack appear on the door frame. It's going to take one more try to...
You're not thinking of trying again, are you?
A barbell lies on the floor. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps high. There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard.
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then. No one does until they get smashed into the barbell.
You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw. Very, very bad. All you feel is pain. Cop suffers final heart attack.
There is enough ever, never, an inordinate amount of time passes.
An awareness creeps up on you.
Ex-love. Alright. Enough. Great choice, Elder One. Do you really?
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was... There's this giant in... You can't even make... Fine for reason.
Somewhere, like a fly to the ointment.
The stench of liquor rises from you. A fire...
You hear a jingle. It says, whirling in red. The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown.
Because you're a police... I'm not... You've been here? Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking. Come on, man. Goddamn Has the time come already? You're one intense cop. Anyone ever Okay, in that case, it's gonna suck for you later when you have to interrogate me. And for the record, no, I didn't do it.
The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on. Still nothing. You should punch a fucking... You slam your fist into the vinyl. It does not produce... Not to mention, great. This door, as you hold still, you should... That felt good. That felt good. Everyone is a whore. Now punch a hole. You slam your fist into the vinyl. It does not produce a... Not to mention, great exercise.